Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our last Ninja Skill Booster for the year, Cut the Christmas Overwhelm. We ran this session last year, and I think it was our highest ranking Ninja Skill Booster for the year. And it was also the highest ranking in terms of people rewatching the recording on our YouTube channel. It obviously resonates and is a really important topic for us to really be clear on how to cut through some of the overwhelm that happens when things get a little bit crazy coming up to the Christmas break, and to really set ourselves up well for next year so that we can switch off and relax during the holidays and come back feeling refreshed. That's the goal. So I'm going to get straight into the content. We've got lots to share with you today. For those that have just joined, I am again going to upload into the chat box a little cheat sheet. Please download this. If you can have that in front of you while we're going through the session, brilliant. If not, don't worry, just take some notes and you can use this afterwards. But I'm going to step you through each stage of the cheat sheet. So it's there for you in the chat box. I did want to just pause and acknowledge the land I come from to you today. I am on Dark and Dawn country. And wanted to acknowledge the elders past, present and emerging, and thank them for their care and custody of the lands and the oceans around us. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, start of your weekend almost. And let's get into this. This is going to be a really powerful session to help just get you some calm if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, and get some thinking going on how to set up for the year end. So for those that don't know me, my name is Julie Jones. I should have said that, apologies. I am a productivity ninja. Good morning, Sue. I'm a productivity ninja here at Think Productive. And we love what we do. We love talking about this stuff. So if you want to take a screenshot of my details, please feel free to keep in touch. All the usual social channels. We love to just give you some tips and techniques during the week through our socials. So please feel free to connect with us there as well. And as an organisation, our mission is to help you love Mondays. Now, that sounds a bit crazy, but we think it's possible. And we are here to help you get a little bit more calm and collection around, say, this run up to the end of the year. But we're here to support you throughout the year as well. So please keep in touch. And if we can help in any way, just reach out. We really do. We're mad about talking about this stuff, as you may have already noticed if you've known us for a little while. Today, though, I'm going to focus in on 3 key areas. I'm going to look at some specific ninjas that we can use to help us shine as we head towards the end of the year. We're going to do a little bit of preparing and planning ready for January. I know that seems crazy because we're only at the beginning of December, but this will really help create that sense of calm. And we're also going to do a little bit of preparation to prepare for a restful break. Okay, so they're the 3 things that I'm going to take you through this morning. And I hope that this will help you just, get that sort of planning, thinking ahead, and then be able to switch off so that when you come back, things don't seem, again, overwhelming when we hit the new year. So let's get into it. The cheat sheet, as I mentioned, is in the chat box. If you can't see the cheat sheet, please just message in the chat box and I'll upload it again. I'm going to upload it a couple of times during the session just for anyone that's a late comer to the session, because it doesn't appear unless you were in the call already. So we'll just do that so that you know that it's there. And we're going to use the cheat sheet just to step you through the sections today. So let's get into it. These are the first 3 ninjas, or the 3 ninjas that I'm going to focus on. No problem at all. I'm going to pause and upload again. I'll keep talking as we go. It's just a very quick upload, so it's not going to take very long. These are the 3 key ninjas I want to focus in on today. So we're going to use our Zen Light Calm ninja. We're going to focus in on mindfulness ninja, and we're also going to focus on preparedness ninja. These 3 are going to combine to really help support you with some deep thinking, some calmness, and some tools that you can use as you head towards the end of the year. So I'm going to get straight into talking about these 3 ninjas. And if you have any questions as we go, please feel free to drop any questions in the chat box. And Matt is here with me. Oh, Matt, I forgot to say, would you like to turn on your camera and unmute yourself and just say a quick hello to everybody? I forgot to say that up front.
That's okay. I'm here. I'm here enjoying listening to you, Julie. So hi, everyone. Welcome and Merry Christmas in advance. And thank you for joining us. I'll leave it to you, Julie.
No problem. Thanks, Matt. And yeah, we'll say hi again maybe towards the end and just catch up with everybody then. Okay, so these three ninjas, we're going to get into it. Wonderful. Our first ninja is Zen Like Calm Ninja. We've talked about this little ninja a few times during the year. If you've not seen him before, this is often the one I guess we find the hardest to grasp when we are getting to that point of overwhelm, when we're getting really busy in the brain and we're getting overactive, kind of just doing the doing. This is the guy that tells us how to slow down. Sometimes we feel this real sense of overwhelm, and particularly when we know we've got so much coming up towards the end of the year, it can be really quite sort of overwhelming, disturbing, whatever words you want to use to describe this. Your brain just feels like it's going to explode. So we often recommend doing the brain dump. So getting everything out onto paper, getting organized so that we can see what's there. Now, on your little cheat sheet, we're going to do a little activity right now. On the top part, in the top section, you can see at the very top here that there's a little space for you to do a quick brain dump. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to get you to practice this technique just for a couple of minutes. I'm going to grab my phone so that I can time this. And we're going to do a very quick brain dump. Today, though, I wanted to encourage you to do a slightly different brain dump. Our brain doesn't discriminate with what's in our head. It's just holding on to all this stuff. And to help to start getting stuff out and getting it more organized, I'm going to get you to do the brain dump in two parts. They may not come out clearly as I'm just going to do work and then I'm going to do home or personal, but as the thoughts come out, start to try and organize them, try to put them into the two parts. And that will really help us to just start to get a little bit of clarity about what are the things that I'm holding on to, that I'm worrying about or I'm thinking about or my subconscious is holding. And we're going to be able to start getting through that stuff. So I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes. I think I said 3 minutes for this activity. So on your cheat sheet, if you have that, otherwise just grab a piece of paper and just make a space so that you can do this. And we're going to do this for 3 minutes. Ready, set, go. There's your 3 minutes for your brain dump. Just 1 minute to go. Any questions or thoughts, please pop them in the chat box. Okay, that's our 3 minutes. And Amanda, you are a ninja. Go girl, this is amazing. So Amanda's just posted in the chat box, I did this only earlier this morning to organize things into a priority list. I then highlight the tasks as they're completed and prioritize them by numbering or in order from top to bottom. Sometimes get criticized for being organized, but I work much better like this. Isn't it funny? We sometimes get criticized for being ninjas. Really interesting. But that's okay. That's okay. I would much rather be a ninja. And for people, I think they're a bit jealous sometimes. Yeah, super ninja Matt. Exactly. I think sometimes people are a little bit like, how do they be so organized? How do they get all their stuff done? So yeah, maybe help them with some of those skills too, Amanda. Sometimes sharing the love can really help. Awesome. Yes, fantastic. Well done. I hope that was a useful 3 minutes. Simone saying this was really Zen like calm, doing the brain dump, yeah, with everyone at the same time. The power of all those shared brains. Yes, fantastic. Thank you, Simone. That's wonderful. So practice this. This could be an activity that you do once a week. It could be every day. It's really awesome to do this before we get to the overwhelm. So before we get to that point of just completely losing it and going, I just don't know what to do first, do the brain dump, get organized. It can really, really help. So yeah. Okay, we're going to move on to our next little activity. There are sort of a few activities this morning, which I hope you'll enjoy. The next one we're going to start thinking about is we're going to start thinking about, let me just get this little animation working, how we're going to get everything done. And often we can get really overwhelmed just by the amount of stuff. If you've just done that brain dump and you're feeling less than Zen-like calm and you're just going, oh gosh, there's so much here, then we really need to start doing some boss thinking. This is our next little tip, our next part of Ninja. This is our preparedness Ninja. Also, as we get into doing our Zen-like calm Ninja at the same time. I'm just going to pause. Jennifer just mentioned sort triage my inbox into to-do today, waiting for folders. Yeah, big items in my to-do folder are scheduled into my calendar. Brilliant. Yes, that's a very big, important step in our inbox to zero process. And this is interesting too. You've mentioned home stuff is a different story. That's often the last stuff that we plan. But if you think about this, we don't just work, we have a life, and we want to be spending time doing, great stuff, awesome, fun stuff outside of work too. So we need to organize and plan and use our ninjas for home stuff as well. I'm very passionate about that part of our ninja business. Helping you to enjoy life is really important. So yeah, think about how you can employ some of these tactics for your home life as well. So, sorry, gone a little off track. Zen-like calm ninja, the boss thinking stuff. It overlaps really strongly with our preparedness ninja here, but the boss thinking, making sure, we talk a lot about boss thinking, as you know, if you've done these sessions before, doing your boss thinking is key. And remember, your little, on the cheat sheet, we've printed it again, the daily boot up. This little process, as you run into the Christmas period, every day now, between now and Christmas, practice your boss thinking 5 or 10 minutes. First thing in the morning, do the brain dump if you need to, get everything organized, figure out where everything is, and then pick your top 5 priorities. Pick those top 5. These are the things that are going to make an impact. They're going to make a difference to my lead up. Yeah, I'm going to get the big stuff done rather than all the little rats and mice that really make no difference. So doing your boss thinking is key. Yeah, we're going to do lots of that, and we're going to do a bit of that in this session today. So making sure we're doing our boss thinking. I'm going to give you some practical things to do right now. Yeah. So one of the things that you could do right now, I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to do this, but on your cheat sheet, you'll see on the tip 3, this is about turning your out of office on. Okay. So I'm going to, at the risk of, I hope not losing any of you, but I'm going to encourage you just to take a minute. In just a sec, I'll give you a couple of minutes to do this. Step into your inbox and go to the settings tab and find how to turn on your out of office on. I'll get this right. And this is really important because it does a couple of things. It allows us to prepare ahead to get organized, to make sure that our out of office has some thought behind it. Sounds really like simple. I'm just going to put an out of office message on, but think about, what is the protocol? I am going to be away from this point to this point. I am going to make, really clear in my little message, if there's an emergency, who to contact. Is it you in an emergency, or is it not you and you're going to take a complete break? Is it, I will answer your emails as soon as I return to the office? That kind of message. Doing this now and scheduling it. So I'm assuming most of us are probably on Outlook or G Suite. In both of those programs, you can preset your out of office ready. So if you know that your last day in the office is going to be, say, the 19th of December, then schedule your out of office message now and schedule it for when you get back in to go off, so that you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do this, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I'm doing this for you right now as you're doing the work. So please just spend a couple of minutes. I'm going to just pause. I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to do 2 minutes. Just pop into your emails now and do that task. So I've set the timer for 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. And the reason I'm doing this is to get you more organized and prepared, thinking ahead. It also allows us to look at that space and say, I've got this amount of time coming up. That could be, for some of us, it might only be a few days. It might be 2 weeks. It might be a beautiful long period of time to rest and reset and to feel a little bit more energized when we come back. So just take the time to do this. If anyone has any questions or needs help with this, please pop it in the chat box. Just 1 more minute and we're going to move on. But some of this practical preparation right now helps again to bring this Zen-like calm. Did I just freeze? I can see the camera has frozen. Oh, I'm back. Did that freeze? Could you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we could still hear you, Julie. Your image froze, but we could hear you. Not a problem.
Phew. No problem. Okay, just a few more seconds on this one and we'll move on to the next little activity. Okay. I'm going to okay. I hope that was a useful little set point just to think about that one. Think about it as you move forward. You may even want to revisit your message nearer to the time if you're just making sure that your out of office goes on when you leave. But just be really clear. Maybe send some lovely festive messages to people that might contact you. It's a great opportunity just to think about how that's going to make you feel when you get to that point of exiting the business for a little while, just for taking that break. Awesome. Now we're going to get into, so this is on your cheat sheet too, bottom tip number 4 down the bottom of your cheat sheet. We're going to have a look at January. I know it's December, but when we think ahead, when we plan, this is our preparedness ninja at its best. When we think ahead, it allows us to really create the right kind of feelings when we come back into the office. You'll start to get this idea of the Zen-like calm coming back in. So we're going to spend a couple of minutes just thinking about January. What does that look like? What are we going to be doing on our return? Yeah, this allows us to switch off when we go on our break, and it allows us to come back with a sense of purpose, clarity. We really get focused. So I'm going to give you a few minutes now to just review your diary for January, and just a couple of little hints and tips here. Think about, do I want to plan when I come back in January? I'm going to block out the first 2 hours if it's a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning, whatever it is after the public holidays. I'm going to spend some time just getting everything organized again. You can triage your inbox. You can get very organized and planned for the next few weeks ahead, making sure we know what that January period is going to look like. You can also get really ruthless in this part, and you can do things like take out meetings in January are going to be of no value. Yeah, meetings might, everyone will come back and go, oh, don't know what I'm doing this month. I need to just put some meetings in. Yeah, think about those very mindfully. Think about, do I really need this in my first part of the year, or do I have other priorities and tasks that I need to focus in on? So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Again, I'll set the timer. My phone keeps shutting itself down, as it does, like a very good phone, so I can't see it. But yeah, 3 minutes. Have a look at your diary, do some planning for January. And on the bottom of your little cheat sheet, There's a space for some notes if you have this in front of you, or just write some notes down. Even in your diary, you might start blocking out some time in this 3 minutes, ready for that planning and organizing when you come back. Okay, you guys do that now. I will see you in 2.5 minutes now. Just 1 more minute. If you have any questions, any thoughts, would love to hear those in the chat box as well. Really thinking ahead to what's going to make a real impact and difference in January. What's going to make that month feel really productive and balanced and focused. I'm playing along with you, by the way. I'm just writing mine in as we go. Isn't it, Matt? Yeah, it's amazing, as Matt said, how much planning and thinking we can do in 3 minutes, in just 3 minutes. Just that pausing, getting into that deep thinking space is really powerful. Awesome. Okay, that is our 3 minutes. Jennifer, thank you. Love this. Have to run a series of reports on 2022 data and just booked in all of this to do on the appropriate dates as the data becomes available. Fantastic. And that means this boss thinking is just awesome because it means that the doing becomes easier. We talk about it becomes just like putting cherries on cakes. Yeah, the doing becomes easier because we do our boss thinking up front. Awesome. Make time for this. Make time for this, guys. This is so powerful. Awesome. Okay. Oh, I've already skipped. I didn't realize I'd already pressed. I must have pressed. So we were doing our planning. Tip 5 is our mindfulness ninja. And this is really key. As we head towards the end of the year, we need to be thinking mindfully about how we're looking after ourselves, how we're taking time out to really just think about, yeah, we can go hell for leather. There's so many things to do. Exercise in our workshops. We do it with our participants because it's so important to just breathe. Yeah. When we take a moment to breathe, when we think about what's happening in the physiology of our bodies, when we're running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, when we're very stressed, what's happening is that our amygdala, that little lizard brain at the very base of our skull, the really ancient part of our brain, is on high alert. It's trying to help us get moving. It's trying to make sure that we're getting stuff done. But doing that means that our prefrontal cortex is switched off. We're not doing our best thinking, our deepest work. So just again, for a few moments, it's really worth just pausing and breathing, doing 3 minutes just of deep breathing. Nobody even needs to know you're doing this. You can do this in a meeting. You can do it at your desk. You can do it anywhere. Yeah. Doing some deep breathing is really, really powerful. Simone, I'm just pausing. Simone just mentioned I started yesterday to put tasks into my calendar, allocating time to do it in. Felt so good to just come in today and let the calendar be my guide and what I am doing today. Yeah. Again, that Zen-like calm starts to come. This is wonderful, Simone. That's a great example of what we call our second brain, taking care of things for us. It's like having a best friend, a guide, as you said. Yeah. The second brain does that for us. Yeah. Have a go, Katie. Give this a try. It really helps. Then we walk in, we know what our priorities are, we know what we need to work on. And this mindfulness, this being connected to our physiology as well as our brain, can really then help us to create a state of calm. And that's our goal. You know, we want to be working in a space where we feel that we can do our very best work and everything seems easy. So yeah, let's practice that one. Awesome. Now, the last little exercise, oh goodness, I'm running late today. I'm going to keep moving forward a little bit, but I will give you maybe just 2 minutes on this one. Take a moment to think about what a restful break looks like for you. I have been going a little slower because I wanted you to feel a sense of calm today. But let's just take a moment, think about, we're just going to do 2 minutes if that's okay. 2 minutes to think about what does a restful break look like for you. And again, you can scribble that down on the cheat sheet or make some notes in your diary. Yeah, Jennifer's great. I just put in every Friday morning to do an acroaerobics class that you never get to. Awesome. I mean, starting a little late, that's good. You will still be as productive during the day, if not more so. Have a shower, relaxing near the beach. Wonderful. Yeah, why don't we just do that, guys? I won't even set a timer. Just pop into the chat box for me. What does a restful break look like for you? What are you going to do for you over the break? And again, plan it. Put it in your diary now. If you need to, put it in your brain dump at the top of the sheet in the personal side of things. Yeah, so that you've captured it. Reading, absolutely 0 for 2 weeks. Yes, wonderful. Not waking up to an alarm. I'm reading all these. They're beautiful. Beach swims, reading, family time. Fantastic. Sleep-ins, late breakfast, then a swim, not waking up to an alarm, as we said. Spending time with people and sharing fun experiences. Gorgeous. Gardening, reading, spending time in nature. Oh, look at all these wonderful things. Qigong. I love Qigong, Kim. That's beautiful. Brunch in the garden, outdoors exploring. Fantastic. Oh, sounds like it's going to be a wonderful break. Please, please note these things down for yourself. Write them down in big, bold letters if you need to. Make them happen. Oh, I love it, Matt. Making pavlova for Christmas. Awesome. Wonderful. Good job, everyone. This is really key to making sure that we're thinking ahead. Yeah. So hopefully now you feel a little bit more ready. We've been through all of these areas now, and I am going to whiz in our last 2 minutes because I have something exciting again I want to share with you. But please take the time, go through the cheat sheet again after the session if you can. Keep it on your desk to remind you as you go into the Christmas craziness, and do these things. Make sure you're using your ninjas to help you. Prepare and plan ahead for January, and prepare for this restful break. It is so important. Now, to kickstart you into the new year, our very first Ninja Skill Booster of the year is going to be our New Year Kickstart. So if you would like to register for this one, Matt, I know I didn't give you any warning, but please, would you mind just grabbing that link and popping it into the chat box for me? That would be really helpful. Fabulous. Thank you so much. If you can, come along to that Skill Booster. We are going to just help you kickstart back into the new year, which is going to be a fabulous one. So please do that. And I also wanted to let you know, we're here for you. If you have any needs in the new year to help support your team, we have loads of workshops available, and we will give you a sneak peek in January. We have some new leadership programs we're launching next year. Lots of great ones like Delegate Like a Ninja, which I absolutely love. So yes, please keep in touch. Let us know if we can help. Now, here's our awesome little competition. If you have your mobile phone with you, you can literally scan the QR code and it will pop you straight into our little entry form. We would love, as a little special Christmas gift, to give you, one of you, an entry onto our 6 weeks to Ninja. So please, please, please enter the form. It's just a very quick 5 questions, 2 of those being your name and your email address. So it's a very short entry form. We would love to give away a 6 weeks to Ninja program to one lucky viewer of our session today. The link as well. Oh, thank you, Matt. Beautiful. There's the link if you want to click on the link and enter on your computer. That's brilliant. Thanks,
I hope
Tina.
that's right. I just typed it in. I'm just going to double check it. Yes, that's
We'll check
right.
it
Yep,
looks perfect. Yes, thank
that's
you,
right.
Matt. That's wonderful. I was just about to jump out and try and copy that in. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful Christmas and enjoy your break. I think it would just be fabulous if you can take some time out. Thanks, Jennifer. That's really kind of you. And yes, registered for January session already. Brilliant. Please keep in touch. So if you have anything you need, even before Christmas, we will be closing the office around about the 21st, but like good ninjas, we're going to have a break as well. But we are here to support you. So please take care. And if there's anything that you need to say, anything you need from us, please take care. Oh, look, I didn't even put that up. Surprise competition. There we go. And Merry Christmas. And we wish you a very peaceful new year from the whole team here at Think Productive. And Matt, did you want to just say Merry Christmas to everybody too?
Merry Christmas. We haven't quite finished the year yet, but if we don't cross paths between now and about the 21st of December, Merry Christmas. Have a lovely rest, everyone. Thank you, Julie, for this awesome session. And I'm sure we'll see you all next year. So yeah, take care. And thanks for being with us on this ninja journey.
Yes, thank you. Please keep in touch. We love this stuff. Yes, we're here to support you. Have a wonderful rest and take care. I'm going to stop the recording. And if anybody has any questions, if they would like to stay on, please feel free to